Taranjit Sandhu, formerly India's ambassador to the United States, now likely the BJP candidate from Amritsar. He's announced he's joining the BJP and has been out and about in the city and in the rural areas of this holy city, trying already to canvass for votes. Ambassador Sandhu, it's great to have you with us. Welcome. This is the first time we're speaking about your political foray. Last we spoke, I remember, was at your residence in Washington D.C, that magnificent estate which you had, where we walked around, and at that time we were discussing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's successful state visit to the United States. From there, you're now part of Team Modi, padding up on the political pitch. So why this pivot from the corridors of Capitol Hill to the gullies and kuchas of Amritsar?
Namaskar, Rahul. It's wonderful to connect with you. Absolutely, I recall our last interview. In fact, on the slopes of the famous India House in Washington, D.C. And indeed, after a very successful state visit of Prime Minister Modi to Washington, D.C., and that was in 2023. Well, you asked me for the change. I would say, actually, Rahul, for me, that was also a public service. And this is a continuation. It's a different kind of a public service, but it is indeed. Here, as ambassador, I succeeded in connecting United States and Bharat. And here, I am trying to connect Amritsar with India, with Bharat, and also internationally.
Okay, you come from a very respected Punjabi family. I just want to tell our viewers, for a bit of context, who may not know, Ambassador Sandhu is the grandson of Teja Singh Samundri, heir to a very rich Sikh legacy. Teja Singh Samundri left the British Indian Army, joined the freedom movement, was involved in the Gurdwara reforms movement. He died in a jail in Lahore in 1926. The headquarters of the Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee at the Golden Temple is in fact named the Teja Singh Samundri Hall in the memory of Ambassador Sandhu's grandfather. And his father, Bishant Singh Samundri, was a very well-known principal of the famous Khalsa College in Amritsar and the founder, vice-chancellor of the Guru Nanak Dev University. So that's a strong pedigree in the social, cultural milieu of Punjab. Is this something that had been bubbling in your head for a while, Mr. Sandhu, that after you hang up your IFS boots, you wanted to be a politician, or is it something that happened all of a sudden?
Rahul, I am actually treating my move to Amritsar, which is my hometown, as you pointed out, as an extension in public service. I do feel very strongly looking at the condition of Amritsar today, because, you know, Amritsar was one of the top 5 cities at independence. And it may be just information, but interesting information for you that, you know, the trade, commerce, agriculture of Amritsar was established by none other than Guru, the Guru who founded Amritsar. And from that time to independence, we call it Guru Ramdas, or it was Guru Ramdas who had set up Amritsar, and we are very proud of that legacy. But today Amritsar requires a lot of things which I feel that my contacts and my connections back in the US, as well as my friends and colleagues in the government of India, can help in that. And here particularly I'd like to mention, you know, the last 10 years I have worked with Prime Minister Modi closely in United States as Deputy Ambassador, then as Ambassador to Sri Lanka, and finally as Ambassador to United States. The last 4 years particularly, the relationship with the United States has transformed into what I call as the partnership. You look at healthcare, you look at IT digital startup, you look at the investments in semiconductors, you look at the investments in solar, etc., etc. IBM, Google, cell phones being produced here. I feel that Amritsar should not miss out this opportunity. And this is not only a personal task, it's a national task because Amritsar also has 45% of its population, which is very young and youth. And youth have energy. And therefore, we need to give them the correct guidance and use their talent for productivity. And I think these skills increase in incomes, that is both in agriculture, industry, trade, and if I may surprise you that currently, even today, Rahul, 150,000 visitors visit Amritsar every day. And on the weekend, they go up to 2.5 lakh. You can imagine what is the potential of that.
So what is it about officers from the Indian Foreign Services and the BJP of Prime Minister Modi, whether it is Dr. Jaishankar, Hardeep Puri, yourself, they all end up being blue-eyed boys, get these plum positions. He seems more partial towards the IFS than to the other services.
I think, Rahul, you are being mischievous yourself. I think each of these have brought contributions, and I don't need to elaborate over that. But I am focused on Amritsar. And for Amritsar, trying to do this, it's very important today. As I mentioned to you, there are a lot of Indian Americans who are Punjabis and who are from Amritsar. I know a line of people who are willing to invest in the city, help out in the cleanliness, bringing it back to, I've been telling my Amritsaris that if Indore can change in last 6 years to one of the most beautiful cities of India, then why not Amritsar? And perhaps we can together work because Amritsar is going to celebrate 450 years in 2027. And by 2027, we should be a competition to Indore and become once again one of the top cities of India.
Wish you all the best and thank you for joining us in your new avatar, Taranjit Singh Sandhu. Thank you very much, sir.